What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and I am here today, you guys, with another review for Love During Lockup, season 5, episode 25. And this episode is titled Cut the Cameras. Now, before we go ahead and get into this episode, you guys, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to stop taking out this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and also by sharing the video, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this episode of Love During Lockup, shall we? All right, you guys, so this episode of Love During Lockup, some of these couples I'm confused by. I don't even know where we're going to start up with, you guys, because I got something to say about 3 of these people on this here show. And I don't even know where to start. I guess we can start at the bottom and work our way up. Shante and True. Shante and True. I also forgot to mention this last week about Shante and True, that this man has never dated a black woman because of the whole ghetto thing. I hate when black men say, oh, I don't want to date her because they too ghetto, or I don't want to date her because of this and this and this and that, right? And I've always found that most times when black men say those things that they don't want from a black woman, they end up dating white women who act and hang around with black women. And so they take on that, they mimic black women. Now, yeah, there are some who, but y'all don't really, they don't typically find your your girls from the country clubs and things of that nature. They don't typically date them. You typically date the ones who hang around with black women. But that's neither here nor there. Shante. Listen to me loud and clearly, girl. I get that you and True want to open up a restaurant. That's fine and dandy, girl. Open up the restaurant. Have it in your name only and only your name. Because ain't no way in Z hell I would be going into business with this man. Nothing personal against him, but absolutely the fuck not. Like that, I'm so glad that woman told her when she went to go meet with that restaurant advisor, that woman who advised her, she told her no because he could break up with you today, and exactly. That make her get out of prison. Y'all can open up this restaurant, and 3 years from now, y'all can break up, and then now y'all got to worry about how to work this situation out. Absolutely not. Then if you listen to him talk, he asked that woman how long did it take her to make a profit. She said 2 years. He hope it don't take them that long. Sir, it's gonna take y'all a while to make a profit. It's gonna take a while to make a profit. Like, let's just be real. When you go into business, in your first year, you can expect to not make a profit. That's any business, but okay. I mean, I guess he talking about she'll be cooking, and I've been a back manager. Absolutely the hell not. You will not be managing a damn thing. Absolutely. I don't trust it. Run, Shante. Run. Please run. So, ain't no way. So then we see her later in the episode, and she met up with her stepbrother, Fred, right? And so Shante let us know that she had $5,000 in her safe, right? And her brother had paroled to her house, right? And so he and her kids were the only ones that was in her house. And so I guess she left, and the $5,000 came up missing. And again, it was her kids there and him. So her kids didn't have it, so her brother obviously has it, right? Unless Casper, the friendly ass ghost, came in and stole her damn money. Bro, man, you got that girl's money. You spent it. First of all, I was trying to figure out what the hell he had on. I didn't understand this outfit that her brother had on. I did not understand it. It was just like, what kind of hood booger, broke ass priest are you trying to dress like? Because no, sir. So he telling her he ain't got the money. Shante, also listen to me and listen to me clearly, right? Hear me loud, hear me clear, baby. I wouldn't trust either one of these niggas. I wouldn't trust your brother, and I wouldn't trust True, especially with them being in prison together, and especially since your money came up missing. I ain't saying True got anything to do with it, but the fact that True wants to go into business with you and wants to run the back end, baby, absolutely not. What accounting school have you gone to? What a hell, I mean hell no. It's a hell no for me, dog. I hope she listens to that woman's advice and don't do it. Let's pause here and move forward. Next up, you guys, Joey and Michael. So yeah, like I said last week, I do like Joey and Michael. I still do think that this is a codependent relationship. Now, who is it codependent on? I don't know. It could be both of them, right? But I don't really know if they should be together, especially with them both being two addicts. It's not gonna be the best relationship. I know that they say they love each other, and I do believe that they love each other, right? But when when y'all both have the same vices, because when the going gets tough, y'all both gonna run to the pipe. And I'm not being funny, because I don't think that this is a good relationship for them two. Y'all can be friends, y'all can be FBs, be whatever, but I don't think that a relationship is it. I don't think that that's what it should be, sisters. I didn't even say that. I meant to say I was trying to say something else, but sisters came out. I don't think that should be it, bro. Like I really don't think that should be what y'all should be doing, is having a relationship. Again, like I said, it could be a FWB, an FB. Y'all can be friends and have the benefits, but the relationship. Actually, no, I don't even think y'all should have the benefits. I don't even think y'all should have the friends. I don't even think y'all should have any type of relationship, because again, like I said, both of y'all are addicts. So Michael did tell, not Michael, Joey told Michael that he didn't tell his family, that his sister told his family that he relapsed. And so Michael was like, well, do they blame him? So I'm guessing the thing is Joey relapsed, but I'm having a question about this. Like, so when Joey was getting high, what was Michael doing? Like, you can't. I'm sorry. This is nothing against either one of them, but you can't. If they're both addicted to drugs, you can't sit here. I wouldn't believe you if you said, "Oh, Joey." Yes, I can believe that Joey relapsed, but I don't believe that Joey relapsed and Michael wasn't. And especially if y'all were together and having sex, that he didn't partake in it as well. He could he could have, it very well could be that he didn't partake in it, but I I just don't see it 100%, right? So there was a fight that broke out behind Michael, right? And so they pepper sprayed, and so he started coughing. So he said, "I'm gonna call you back." And so he called him back and asked him, "What you wearing?" I was like, "Not what you wearing, Michael. Even if he told you he was wearing a thong and nothing else, you can't do nothing because, well, you know what? I guess he could take that image back to his cell and just go to Pound Town on his Johnson." And so he asked him, does he miss him? And Joey said yes. So Joey's asking him, when is he going to be getting out of jail? So Michael is kind of tight-lipped, and the reason why he's tight-lipped is because later he told the producers that he could be in jail for another 6 years. I was like, "Ooh, shit. I'm sorry. That would be no life for me. I could not do it. I just couldn't. There is no way in hell I could be in a relationship with somebody that is in prison." Now, if you tell me that you're in prison for 6 months, okay, cool. I can give you 6 months. If you say a year, maybe I can give you a year. Here's the thing. The only way I can give you a year if you are in prison is if we were already in a relationship with each other, right? If we were already in a relationship and you got in trouble throughout the course of our relationship and they said, "Hey, you're going to be in jail for a year," I'd be like, "Okay, you know what? We fine." But just know, so we're going to have this agreement that while you in prison, it ain't going to be no eye candy. Like, I'm going to do me. I love you to death, love you down, but I'm gonna have me some fun while you in prison, and then when you get home, we gonna have to figure we can figure that thing we can figure that whole thing out. Like if you wanna do an open relationship, a poly relationship, or whatever kind of relationship, we can do that. We can explore that. But while you inside, while you're inside, outside, my ass is single. But we can still talk to each other on the phone. You can call me. We can have our video visits. We can write letters to each other. We can do all the things that we can do all the things. But again, outside, single. You, you on the inside. Please don't, please don't sleep with nobody on the inside. Please don't. But you know they do it. But hey, it is what it is. Let's pause here. Move forward. Next up, you guys, we are introduced to Rick and Samantha. Rick and Samantha. Now, them pictures of Rick and Samantha when they were younger, they looked good. I was like, oh wow, I see it, especially for Samantha. Samantha, and this is so me saying they looked good is not to say that they don't currently look good, but in their younger years, I can see, especially when he said he was a ladies' man, I can see it. I see why you were a ladies' man. And for her, baby, I bet you the men were knocking at her door. Like like when no man turned her down. They were very attractive. So they went to school with each other. They reconnected after 35 years. I was like, wow, that's a long ass time. That is a long ass time to reconnect with somebody. But hey, the heart wants what the heart wants, right? And so I think he said they've been together for about 5 months. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, you guys can correct me, right? So he has no kids. He is divorced. So he's with his nieces shopping. And so she called him and he talked about, this trust that he has for her. So when he hung up the phone, the nieces asked him, like, how much is in this trust? And he was like, you don't need to know that. I was like, excuse you, sir. Yes, they do. Those are your family. That's your family. That's a stranger to you, even though he said he wants to marry her. I was like, oh, wow. Okay. I think you might be moving too fast, but hey, if you like it, I love it. So he told him about 25. I was like, is that 2,500 or 20? Is that $25? 2,500, 25,000? He didn't specify. If he did, you guys can correct me. But I don't believe that man specified what that 25 was, because he finally said 25. But again, I do not believe he specified the 25. I don't think he specified. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comment section below, you guys. But I don't really remember that man specifying that 25. And I was like, ooh. Again, like these people be spending a lot of money on these inmates, and it just would would never be me. Again, like I said, if I got into a relation, see, the thing about me is I'm frugal. I am a frugal person, and like, I would have the hardest time. I know for me, I would have the hardest time sending anybody money in prison. I really would. I know it's been, like my mom used to send my cousin and my uncle money, and oh God, I want to, if I ever, one of these days I might sit down and think about that, because I remember how much money she used to send them when they were in prison, put on commissary for them. I'm gonna tally that up. But see, the thing is, I guess the difference is this was in the early 90s, going to the early into the late 90s. So things were different in that time period. Whereas today things are different price, because we didn't have no family members. Well, I do have a family member that's in prison currently, but that's neither here nor there. But in the 90s, you could take a few dollars and make it work for a good few weeks, right? Because that's how it worked. That's how it was with them, right? You could send them $25, $30, $40 and they can make that work for a good few weeks until it's time for them to stack up on whatever else they needed down there, right? But today, these people on here talking about they spending 25. I'm just asking the question, what the fuck are y'all like? Again, I know they need shit in prison, but my God, y'all spending buku amounts of money. It don't, nah, wouldn't be for me. Couldn't be, wouldn't be, won't be. Well, you know what? Didn't Joey say he put $50 on Michael's books every week? So it still sounds about the same. Well, no, because again, we want my mama wasn't doing it every week. She damn sure wasn't doing it every week. She would probably do it every 2 weeks for them, my uncle and my cousin. It damn sure wasn't damn sure wasn't every week because she still had a household to take care of. She had me and her to take care of, so she damn sure wasn't doing it every fucking week. It was every 2 weeks. Why am I telling my family's business like that? And what was I talking about? Oh, him and his 25. He didn't specify. So we found out that she's in prison for some DUIs, and then we found out that he got some drinking issues. I was like, this is another situation like Joey and Michael, two people who probably shouldn't be together. Then on top of that, they also give me the older version of Melissa and Louie. Hopefully, he ain't cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs like Melissa's ass is, because when he said high school, I was like, God damn it, not another Melissa. Like another Melissa. But yeah, you guys, that's it for Rick and Samantha. We're gonna pause here and move on to the two that I left for last. And I don't know who to go with first. I guess we'll go with Teenie and Rob. So, Teenie and Rob, you guys remember we left off last week with Rob's mama talking about his ex. And you guys, I really tried my hardest to figure out what that woman's name was. I don't know if it's Michelle, it's something, because I kept trying to read their lips, because I really wanted to, like, what is that woman's name? We're going to talk about that woman in a minute. Now, Rob's mama, ma'am, stop lying, because you brought that lady up to get under Teenie's skin, to rile Teenie up, and you're gonna say you didn't do it intentionally. Yes, the hell you did, ma'am. Stop lying. A lie do not care who tell it. A lie don't care who tell it. Now, Teenie did find out that Rob's mama gives him money. She found out that Rob gives his mom money that she didn't know about. I think it's like 100, but she said she would like it to be upped. I was like, ooh, that's something that Teenie didn't know about. Also, we found out a little bit more about Teenie's life, right, with her kids. So her son's father, not a part of his life, and her daughter's father passed away when she was a year. I was like, oh, that's so sad. So she never got the chance to know her dad. So, I mean, I still kind of feel a way about the kids being, I still kind of feel a way that, you take your kids down to that prison to see him every week. And prison is just not a place to take kids. But I do get it that you might not have anybody to watch your kids. But my God, I just would never do that to my kids. Because as I said before, because of the fact that with my mom going to see my uncle and my cousin, there would be time, and my grandmother would want to go see them. So there was nowhere for me to, I had other family members that I could have stayed with. Excuse me, y'all. There were other family members that I could have stayed with while they were gone, but I didn't. Well, actually, there was a few times that I would stay with my aunt when my mom and my cousin went to go visit him. There would be times that I would stay with my aunt, but the more times than not, I was with my mama and my grandmother. Or if my grandmother didn't go, then my mom would go and I would stay with my grandma. And so, yeah, but most times it would be the three of us. And going down to those prisons is not for a kid. Like, because especially as a little kid, I didn't understand why the hell they were frisking me. Like I had to stand with my arms out so that they could pat my body down and just, it's like very invasive, and it's like, I'm a kid. And so but I mean, I guess they have to say, just because you're a kid don't mean that people won't sneak something in with you. Because if we went by the mindset of, oh, that's just a kid, they ain't gonna, so I get it. Then you go through the security checkpoint to get in there. Like I know for here, I know for us when we used to go, right? We would get to the gate, we would get to the guard shack. We had to get out the car so they could search the car, look in the car, look in the trunk, look in the hood of the car to make sure that you weren't bringing anything in. I was like, okay, I get that. Then you get up to the gate, and like I said, you have to, and I still, for me, they had to, pat me down and still have to take the metal detector around me. It's like, my God, again, I ain't got shit. Then you come out, you come out of the prison and get in your car. You go back down to the damn guard shack, and they want to do this check thing. They want to check it again. It's like, what the hell? How in the hell would I? You know what? People do stranger things. Cause I was about to say, but I don't know what I'm gonna put up under my. Again, I don't know what I'm gonna put up under my damn hood. That's what I would be. I've always wondered what have people put under their hoods, because you're gonna tear your car up. But hey, neither here nor there. I'm rambling. But what was I talking about? See, when I ramble, sometimes I be forgetting what I'm talking about. Oh, Teeny and her kids. I feel a way about her taking them kids down there, but it's those are her kids. She does with them what she wants. I don't think her kids like it because we heard what her daughter said, right? So Teeny was pissed off at Rob because he didn't call her after he met with her. She met with his mom, so she turned them cameras off. I was like, girl, you should have been turning them goddamn cameras off. I'm sorry, ain't nobody in prison finna be surveilling my house. Period. Point blank. Then you guys, we saw so the thing that he's been keeping from her is that I'm gonna show you guys my tattoo. So like my tattoo right here, and it's actually in the same exact space as mine. He got a tattoo right here on his arm. It's a portrait of his ex, and she is a. I was like, I know you lying. They were together for 7 years. They were together for 7 years. He said, right. And what else? What else? I think that they were talking. I think from the way it sounded, he was talking to her at the same time he was talking to Teeny. I was like, ooh, sir, you ain't ish. You ain't ish. But how, you never told her that you got a tattoo of this woman? Mm-mm-mm. Ain't that a lot? So he also told her that he was advised not to take parole, but just to get out later. I was like, okay, no, I don't know nothing about that. I don't understand it. Don't care. Because I'm about to say, but it would. Well, parole, you're still technically locked up on parole, but you just have because they give you strict limitations of what you can and cannot do. Okay, I don't. I guess it is what it is. Lastly, Aana and Jamal. It ain't nothing nice that I can say about Aana because I wanted to feel bad for Aana last week, but I don't feel bad for Aana because Aana is a horrible person, period, point blank. It ain't nothing, it ain't no sugarcoating, candy coating that. She's a terrible person. She's selfish. She's all about herself. And when you listen to her talk, she talks about Jamal a lot, but you got two kids. One of them don't live with you, and you got your daughter, right? Then you want to talk about this whole DUI thing, and it's a stupid law. Well, it was stupid of you to get your dumb ass behind the wheel of a car and drive high, knowing that it's against the law. Like, Aana just is selfish. What I also will say is Ayana's mama looks really good. I don't know how old she is, but she looks great. I love the fact that her friend called her delusional, because she is. Then, like I said, she's getting ready to go to see her mama, and she's talking about putting money on Jamal's books, but you don't know how long you're gonna be in jail, so you need to take whatever little bit of money you got and give it to whoever's gonna be watching your damn kids and say fuck Jamal, because Jamal is a grown ass man who put himself in prison. You are a grown ass dumb ass girl who's putting yourself in jail. Your kids are innocent. Take care of your kids before you take care of this nigga. Like, Girl, your priorities are so screwed up and fucked up. Screwed up, fucked up. So she said the reason that her son lives with her mom is because she had postpartum depression. But you were 17 when you had your son. Your son is 9 years old and you're 27. Girl, that postpartum, now you could have postpartum from your baby. That's fine. But you ain't had postpartum for no goddamn 9 years. And if you did, you should have went and got some treatment for it. I don't feel nothing for you, Aana. I really truly don't. Then she was having this video visit with Jamal. This fool, now mind you, she told him to whip it out. So those calls are recorded and monitored. And she literally lifted her top up and showed her boobs and pulled her pants down and showed him her ass. And I was like, girl, if they come and arrest your stupid ass, then you're gonna look dumb. You're gonna look even dumber than you already do look. And I love the fact that her mama told her she needs to stop doing the dumb shit that she do, because it's not just affecting you, it's affecting those around you. And I was like, speak a word to this dumb fool mama. I like her mama. I liked her mama, but Aana is a no for me. Hell no. I literally almost felt bad for that girl last week. This week, absolutely not. That's the episode, you guys. Please let me know what you guys thought about it in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel. Turn your post notifications on. Share the video. And until the next time, you guys stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.